Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Control. And we are heading into the communications department.
There it is again, our welcome message.
Let me check something here real quick. Is there a way for me to... music pack, yeah, interface, subtitles are checked, subtitle size is normal, subtitle background. Okay, that would just put like a screen to juxtapose the subtitles against. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Since we should already be in a conversation like setup when we're talking to people, that probably is good. We'll see how. Let's try it. We'll see how it works. Don't have controllers. That doesn't matter. Oh, hey. This is what all of them are chanting. Resonates in your house after the song, time for applause. All hair must be eaten. Israel, you must want these waves to drag you away. After the song, time for applause. This cliche is death out of time, breaking the first, the second, the third, the fourth wall, the fifth wall, floor, no floor, you fall. How do you say insane? Hurt, be happy. An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream, baby, 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 yeah. Oh, I forgot about that part of this weird chant. Just plastic. So safe and nothing to worry about. Haha, funny. The last egg breaks now. The hole in your room is a hole in you. You came and we let you in through the hole in you. You have always been here, the only child. A copy of a copy of a copy. Orange peel. The picture is you're holding the picture. When you hear this, you will know you're in new you. You want to listen. You want to dream. You want to smile. You want to hurt. You don't want to be. You are a worm through time. The thunder song distorts you. Happiness comes. White pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. This happens more and more now. You gave us the permission in your regulations. We wait in the stains. The word that describes this is redacted. Repeat the word. The name of the sound. It resonates in your house. After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. You remind us of home. You've taken your boss with you. All hair must be eaten. Alright, so we're at repeat. Under the conceptual reality behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away. After the song, okay. Another place I have to come back to. There is a lot of backtracking once we get any sort of clearance level, apparently. Alright. Anyway, I wanted to go over that because, yeah, it's just a weird thing, and I thought it would be... You should hear it at least once. Surprise. Where are you? Next. Ooh. Grabby things? Health recovery mod. Travel cost correspondence. Oh, I forgot we could duck. Ah. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures: accommodation, meals, gasoline, minibar. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. That's... Wait. There was something else in there. Okay, tab that can bring up the map. Good to know. Oh, it's just that. 22, 21... Circle. Alright. Let's keep looking. You're a little dead. Just a bit. Like, could be worse, but could be better. Oh, can't go that way.
It's overpowering here.
My
You
health...
don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
Alright, so that's like his central, apparently, power zone, and I cannot go that way at this time. Because it fries my brain. Whee! Like, my health was dropping very quickly from it. Which is not cool. Alright. Let me see here. I'm gonna get attacked just because I go down this a bit. Yeah. Ah, screwed that up. What's up? Can't see through the red haze. What in the world? Hiss barrier. Yeah, it growled at me. I'm pretty sure while I got close to that thing. Hiss barrier. The Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file for full report. Yep. Wait. I have to go back to that real quick. Case file, not that. That was research. History. Yeah, that's there. But yeah. Compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist, by order of director Jesse Faden. Ah, okay, so that's why we just got it, like, out of the blue, even though I didn't pick anything up. It was because Pope's researching everything that, I don't know how to gain info right now of everything we're currently encountering, but you know what, game logic. We'll work with it. Oh, hello, I didn't see this here. Glad I looked. Havana summary. Alright. In Cuba. Havana, Cuba. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Something deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the which is reported to have been blanked out. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for something minutes, no visual phenomena was witnessed, the scene was cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. So a cowboy boot that caused weird vibrations and apparently some deaths somehow. And something about a Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, which caused it to react? Okay, so some sort of, chant to call out any... That doesn't look good. Oh, that's another ouch zone, it seems. Alright, let me... Whoa, no, that is way too fast. Okay. I was thinking, could I just duck in and grab that and get out? The answer is no. Okay, so that's a... We'll have to come back to it zone. Ow. That hurts. Okay, we're hitting a lot of don't go there zones. Oh. Yes, I love finding my confidential reports in the restroom. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Green is stable, yellow, yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Or how many agents they just lose. What are you seeing on Bandy? Something's making... I'm sitting on this making noise. Can't even find anything. Silly dog. But yeah, so like, how many agents do they just straight up lose during, like, the day-to-day affairs of the Bureau because the building that went, yeah, I'm taking this section somewhere else. You'll never find them again. You know what I mean? I really wonder. Okay. Yep. So Tomasi, I don't know who that is or where exactly, but apparently I can hear them over there. I wonder if they're using a speaker system or something. Oh, this looks great. Perfect. Dead letters. As in, where stuff goes that can't be delivered? Machine God. Okay, wait. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows, a new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Right. Okay, someone's been having fun making a new God, apparently, out of a... something. Okay. Looks like this way's blocked. You guys are going to drop down to fight me, I can tell already. I want to get into a better position probably before I spark them off if I can. Here they come. Oh, that was not what I expected. Where'd you go? You are not good thing for me to be fighting. You have armor. Okay. I like that. So that's what that one document had meant by a weird hiss barrier. Come here. There we go. You still look like... Yeah, I called it. You are gonna drop down. Where'd you go? Those drawers are having a day. You have grenades? Who gave you grenades? I am the director here. I did not issue grenades. Alright, looks like we can cleanse this place up there. Let's poke around a little bit first, just in case something shifts in a way we can't do anything with it. Probably not the case, but I get paranoid. Besides, there's some decent stuff in here. What is this? Can't see. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. That would be a weird experience, having one of those singing bass type fish things causing trouble. Trench, dead letter approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Are you saying we're not real people in the Bureau? Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to Oz and other alternate materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Department approval. Okay. Interesting that his letter is in the dead letter office. That desk was not stable. Wait, what is that? Don't do as you're told. Don't eat mold. Even the smallest amount of mold can cause serious harm. Contact security immediately. Right. Don't eat mold, kids. Remember, mold's bad for you. And you'll learn how bad later. Right now, you don't even know. Very likely. The sheer extent of the not good. Oh. I have to get an ability to get up to that one. Cleanse the place. I love this effect. As to how it strains itself out to be much more normal. But otherwise it's like, it's all weird, like it's trying to prevent things from moving around. Cleanse control points to gain access to fast travel sites through the old house. EA. Alright, access level 2 needed. That's where I need to go. Let me just make sure there isn't anything new around here that I missed. It sounds like we'll be back here anyway at some point. All that's normal, all that's normal. Yeah, okay. Basically, just nothing new. Except for maybe this. Yes. Book club. Penny. Alright. Book club. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. Alright, so they were having some book club set up. Hello. Threshold Kids.
She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
There's the noise. Why are you guys being weird? Okay. Well, Threshold Kids. Okay, looks like that's gonna be one of those things we have to keep an eye out for. Sounds fun. Also disturbing. Someone thought it was a good idea, though. Oops, I didn't push that right. Dead Presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Multimedia? Threshold Kids? Okay, so we got FBC recordings, Starling presentations, Threshold Kids. Seems like it's based around, like, maybe a show for kids raised in the Bureau? Because, like, they had their mother disappear in action, things like that.
We're on the right track.
Oh wait, what's this?
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Okay, so a World War era floppy disk with nuclear launch codes that gain the ability to telekinetically hurl stuff. So it looks like they've only used it on small objects, or maybe they only had the power to use it on small objects. What's this? Okay, that looks like where I need to go. Darling, being... No, not Doctor, that's French. Looking at one of the security gates? Right, let's look up here first. Aha! More uncertain what they're for yet materials for me. Yay! Okay. So that's what happens if you get near a hiss barrier. It yells at you. Okay, great. My man, are you alive? You're wearing one of those devices that prevents you from turning into a hiss, but you also just ate a mail canister to the face. Or 2, or 3, or 8, judging from the number over here. You were really trying to get in there, huh? Apparently I'm not going to provide any help for you, so don't be dead. Good luck. Or if you are dead, well, sucks to be you, I guess. Alright. Bill Sampson, book club notes for Penny. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this is alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around, almost like a catchphrase, got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dogfight between those 2 ace pilots, sign me up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. That death sounds oddly similar to how this guy very possibly just ate it.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Alright. Reach the object of power to cleanse. Got it. Apparently he likes to chuck stuff. Good thing we just read up on this thing. Also, wow, that is really projecting. Health recovery, yep. I'm gonna have to make a run for it. And nope, I went to duck behind stuff, not. Oh, that is not gonna work as well. Okay. Can't go up this way. Up here, I guess. I was just seeing if there was anything interesting over there, but I didn't notice anything right off. We're gonna call it good. Keep on moving. Man, that thing is blasting. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna give me an overpowered ability that I'm gonna love for a real long time. Hi. The floppy disk nuke can be bound to gain launch telekinesis. Teach us to believe, Director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Alright. Hold E to grab highlighted objects. Press E, release E to launch. Sick. Alright, this ability is one of my favorites in the game because you can do a ridiculous amount with it. Also, the grabbing of things and throwing them. Launch a line, the cube thingamajig, into the hole slot to advance score. Yeah, I really like this ability. It's one of my favorites just because it is insanely powerful and very useful. Like, it's gonna be a primary weapon. Especially when I'm, like, out of bullets or something. Ah, man, look at this astral plane. So sick looking. Destroy the copy's fake made up something ability gift burden. Yeah. This ability is sick. You can just yank stuff out of basically anywhere. It's me. I don't remember if you could even grab enemies or not. Don't quite remember. Hey, you're annoying. Kinda. The hiss noise is burrowing into our astral plane secret base. You must stop. Mute them, Director. In other words, don't let the hiss get to us. Got it. And don't let them take over the place. Basic stuff. Alright, anything else in here? Don't see it, so here we go. The floppy disk is now bound. Delivered. The hissed antagonist is seeking our astral plane.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Yeah, that just obliterated that guy's barrier. And that one just obliterated that guy. Oh, where'd you go? I saw you. Alright. You go up there. It's okay. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh, you're coming to me. How nice. Have this. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, that was kind of cool. It clubbed him in the back of the head while I was pulling it to me. That was cool. I didn't actually realize it could do that right off. Oops. Once again, accidentally clubbing him in the back of the head, pulling something to me. It works, it works. Alright. Now I can look around here a lot more unmolested. Interesting. This looks like some weird generator room. Alright. Oh, hey, this guy's gone. Why'd you come out? Well, I don't want to lose any goodies to the barrier there. Hiss Demolition Expert, Hiss Ranger. Okay, we got some new notes. Let's take a look. Find the hotline. Yeah. Okay, collectibles. The multimedia. Okay, it's just that.
Look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing.
Wait, the last one we did was different than when we looked at here. So let's see if this is different.
CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. it is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Alright. Case file. Alright, so that was the same floppy disk. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows paratilitarans to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. The object is currently bound to, for research purposes, stolen from a Soviet military base located by agents, and with the CIA, the diskette contains launch codes to missiles believed to be reserved for use against. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team, and informing the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. So it sounds like it can throw things on its own, but when bound to a person, it seems to be slightly based on their level of power, and Jessie is pretty powerful, so it gets a lot of oomph in her hands. Alright. His corrupted demolition expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Oh, I thought he was holding a sniper rifle. He was holding a rocket, like a grenade launcher of some sort, it looks like. I don't know. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. His demolition experts are the only observed His variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. And Hiss Ranger. The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shield of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. Alright. That was a lot of stuff. But we can continue on now.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Uh-huh. Really wish it would give me a bit more of an idea of what he's saying there. Now I can break him at least. Alright. Let's look in here real quick. Lots of projectiles. Oh, that was the wrong way. I meant this way. Thank you. More people just hanging out. I love that we have basically infinite run. That's handy. There's a lot of games like this would be like, you got stamina bars, you can only run X amount before you collapse. Oh, Almost missed you. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow Awe. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to... So another behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring. And for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. So it sounds like Tomasi was basically the cover story man. Alright, we got over here. Whole place over there. And we got something over here. This was... Alright, let's do a quick search. I see locked doors. Oh. Oh, I apparently went the right way. Whoops. I'm sure that computer wasn't important, right? First class, Ranger First Class Coleman. Wait, where did Coleman go? Did he teleport? Oops. My throw got blocked by other things. Alright, let's get some running in here. Ow. Okay, target. There. Let's get some healing. Coleman, you're annoying me. Cut it out. Man, he can take a hit. There. Man, he packed a punch. Yeah, I hope these computers weren't anything important. What does that say? Network disconnected. Right. Right. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Strauchens, Rubens Nagira, Arto Kolomecki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Jeko Sarinen. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Great. Okay. Well, we almost died there. Almost. I gotta be more careful. I gotta remember to use cover in this game. Oh, this door opens. Note. Alright. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Got it. So there's different overrides. One for internal and one for external. Is that Aki singing? Also, I think this is the mold they were talking about. I cannot go in there to grab that stuff, sadly. He is singing something. Singing pretty well, too. Can't tell what he's singing, but I think it might be in, I don't know, Finnish? Hello. Clearance level 1. Don't mind if I do.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Alright, I think America Overnight was one of the Bureau's cover things to, like, kind of like, they share weird stories, encourage people to call in and share their weird stories, but then they discredit, like, any real ones. I pushed the wrong button. Push D instead of F. That makes a difference in this game. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Can I just drop stuff? Not really. Oops. Well, it's broken. Anyway, those radios are, listening to the musics, and so far I haven't heard anything from any of them that I have activated, because that means they're muted for being copyrighted. Don't worry, the really awesome music that I definitely want to make sure you guys hear and everything will be...
This must open the door.
Oh, hi. You're bouncing around weirdly. Finish level 1. Sick. But, yeah, those radios and everything get interesting sometimes. Because they share various music from various bands and groups. So they're fun to listen to if you, can. I just can't while doing this with you guys, and yeah. But I can't even tell you about them because I can't actually hear them either. Sorry, I was just going back to space. I remember there being a security level 1 door around here somewhere. I wanted to do a quick check on it. Test out our security clearance and all that jazz. Oh, hey. You... No. Catch that. Kind of has a bit of an auto curve to its aim, it seems. Oh, ow, I killed myself almost there. What did I grab? Something exploded. Whatever I grabbed exploded. That or did they hit? Oh, was it you with a rocket? Either way, ow. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. Getting on my nerves. How many of you are there? Popping out of the woodworks. Alright, I think we're done here. I just wanted to find that one door that was... I think it was right up there. There was a level 1. For the love of Pete, how many of you are there? Seriously. Ow. Head out. There we go. We done again? I just want to check this. Yep, now we have clearance level 1. We can go in here. What do we get? Ah. I don't know if that was worth it. Oh well. Moving on. Interesting to know how quickly they can spawn in behind us, though. Because that was, like... You know, we had been through here. I don't think they'll spawn in here again because this is a control point zone and we have it under control. That's a level 2 up there, so I can't get in that one. Anyway, guess that's their way of encouraging coming back and checking places again. Were we checking here? I think we did. Okay, we've been in there, we've been over there, we went over there. So, I think our next stop is check these bathrooms and then head in. Oh, this is a very dark bathroom. Okay. Actually, no. Control point first, then head in. Claim here. Stabilized. Alright, I think this is where we fight Tomasi. Someone's dead inside. You don't look so good, man. And you can fly. Hey.
They can fly now. Great.
Ow. Alright. He can dodge at first, and then he can't dodge for a little bit after that. Oh, you have to go first. We'll take out some of these punks on the sides. Clubbed, yeah. You have a buttload of hit points. There we go. Took him out. Or chased him off. Great, he's flying up into something. Hiss elevated.
A feeling he'll be back.
Okay, we'll have to fight him later, probably, then, it sounds like. Hiss elevated. That's that. Don't care. Hiss elevated. Here we go. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau super people. Some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Yeah, let's stay focused. Now let's go search this whole area for a loot. And recordables. Get this door open so I can go through it easier later. Collectibles. Are you in here? I'm sure there's something around here. There's too many offices and like... Otherwise... Okay, that leads on. So that's the way in. Nothing there. Go down. Woo! Check this whole place out. Nothing, nothing. Lots of healing and pickups. Nothing I can really get good stuff out of. Maybe there aren't any collectibles in here after all. Kind of expected there to be something in a corner somewhere. Alright, well, I think maybe they didn't want one in here just because it might get in the way of the boss fight. Or I've overlooked something. All entirely possible. This is such a weird setup. I wonder what the U stands for. Or what any of this stands for. That's such a... Wait, there he is. Aha! There he is. Almost missed it. Tea time. Yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. Tea time is in like golf. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? Would you? See you Sunday, Jim. Alright. Because they're hiding in places like that. No, I don't think I saw anything else. Nothing else popped up anyway. They go through a lot of files. Alright, upstairs. There's the office with all the mold. Yeah, we've checked everything here. I'm happy with that. So let's go. Moving on. Such a weird setup with all these pipes like this, though. Okay, apparently lots of stuff I can grab and throw if I need to. Butte summary. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Wait, are they talking about the clicker? Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity, which had been connected to a total of something disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Never mind, different light switch. Not a clicker, actual, like, pulled light switch. Got it. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house days excuse me, days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during this incident. I think we end up using that later.
Alberto Tomasi.
Oh, his ID. Okay. Wish I could read some of this better. What is all these weird tabs indicating? Alright. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed.
Head of comms.
And
Got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
the classic. Wait, are you still recording situation? They're such a... The Bureau sometimes makes me wonder, like,
The hotline can't be far now.
how efficient they actually were prior to all this happening. Because it feels like they kind of struggled. Oh, I hear the ringing. So we must be close. Hotline chamber. Got it. Butte supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file Lot 01. Motel 01. Got it. Okay. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the homeowners and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the and sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is probably unknown, but initial hypothesis center on the Butte as a something, yeah. Okay, so basically light switch cord creates transportation through subdimensional space, or something along those lines. Don't know who's watching me, but so there. Hotline security log. Director Trench, Bill Everett, custodian. What? Director Trench, Bill Everett, custodian. All visitors must check in. Oh, because he's going into the clean, probably. Director Trench. Pretty regular. Okay. Bill Everett, custodian. Director Trench, Bill Everett, custodian. Carol Bishop, custodian. Why did we have a changeover in between the 12th and the 26th for Bill and Carol? The
Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
Got it. I have to pull the cord. Director used only something can't read. Interesting soundproofing on all but this bit here. Hold it. Now what? Oh wait, did the thing say I had to pull it twice? Maybe that was it.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Alright, twisty curl. Don't know. That is the Black Pyramid door. It's locked. Got it. Not sure. Interesting symbols. I don't have my gun here, or I can't pull it out. Janitor's office. No one out there. Nothing out there. Alright, I could ring the bell. Before I do that, let me look around. Because just in case it jumps me over somewhere again. Or something else weird happens. Plus I want to take a look at these. 222, 223, 224, 225, 227, 226, and casino. Okay.
Hello? Anyone here?
That opened this door? Only that door? Looks like only that door. Alright, alright. Pretty basic door. Got it. That opens the second door now. Third door. Heard a train. Alright, keys there. Hold on. Just checking around in case there's anything else.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Alright. So that's the key to the room I need. And then if I pull this again, yeah. Okay, opens up the first door again. Got it. But we need to move on. Pretty sure we'll be back here anyway, at some point. Picture of us. Okay, 3 poles. And it pops us through. Oh, hey, there's a walkway now. Hold on. Is this still the same spot? Or are we on a different side? No, this is the same spot, but now there's a walkway. Okay. Are we in the same dimensional space? I don't know. Hotline Seashell is a transmitter. Ridge. The directors can call the board long distance. Complete the astral plane challenge. Great, another one. Something going on there. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Great. Apparently that is not something I can do anything to. Yeah, it just... nothing. Okay. Anything else? Oh, I slipped between cracks. Okay. Ah, that's what happens when you do that. I did not see that hole in the floor there. Great, great. Oh, yep, there is a bit of a gap there. Alright, well, I think I see what I need to do. Come and get me! You weird whatever you are. You can't pass that step, huh? Alright, what if I do this? Oh, you can pass there, you just take a while to eat it. Got it. Hi there. You coming around? I'll let you do your thing. Yeah, okay, so they just eat those eventually. More ringing phones. You guys really need to get an answering machine. It would make things easier. You just leave messages. You don't have to have someone actually come over here and answer right away before the ringing stops. Well done, dialed director. You can contact us, past selves, in the Hotline collectibles menu. We expect compulsive weekly calls. I feel like... That feels like something weird reference-wise.
It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Wait, am I in the director's office all of a sudden? No, nosebleed. Great. Mission updated.
The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He
Oh,
feels more like
what the?
an echo with important info.
Okay, we have a lot of reading to do apparently. Hold up. On track, speak with Emily, yeah. Collectibles. Case files. Hotline. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal something. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, but its origin remains unknown. Cool, so something the board probably gave us to contact them with. Hotline, that's what we just saw. Hotline. Okay, so these all look like things we have not seen. Communications with Trench about various things, possibly? Or maybe repeats. Let's find out. I think these are...
It took us a long
time
to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling was right about that. he's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Interesting. So Trench suspected that Darling might be compromised by the hiss because he was wrong about some of the info on the control points. My understanding, though, is that Trench was actually affected by the hiss, but he recognized it was fighting against it, and that's why he took himself out, was because he realized he was losing control of the situation, including losing control of himself, and he had to stop that before it did, because the director going rogue would have been real bad. It was his way of basically stopping the hiss from taking control of the oldest house and director position. That's what I recall, but I don't remember for sure if that's the case.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
Yeah, there we go. Him showing signs of being worn down by the hiss frequency.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmoor hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding, and I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
Sounds like he was struggling in a lot of ways. Interesting new info, though.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Yeah, he's not having the best time with things, it seems. For sure.
Something's coming. The whisper's growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Alright, yeah, he's definitely losing ground there. And what's this? You are the director now. We expect independence, dependence. You are authority, chosen one. The Bureau game needs you. Was that a fourth wall break? Honestly, I went way past this game.
React strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Alright, he's talking about Hedron there. Or, yeah. And, hey, new passage. There comes out in the office. Handy that. Oh, this wasn't here before, was it? To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us, as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate, or our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. And he lost control. Also, his body's gone. Great. But they did not clean up the blood stain. Great. Need to get this office cleaned up. Ooh, there was a level 1 entrance over here, right? Yeah. Let me in. What we got? What we got? Anything, Chinese. And agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. I'm surprised they put Federal Bureau of Control even on the document. Like, I feel like they would be using someone else's documentation. Well, more likely than not. Ah, hey, there's that where that is. Okay. And there's that room covered in sticky notes. Sorry, what? Heard something weird. Oh, it was you guys. Yeah, you guys are all back. Still chanting away. Cool. Bye. You guys look like you're having fun. Alright, let's talk to Emily. And then I think there'll be time to wrap
Did you get the
this
hotline?
episode.
How is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
But first I'm going to read this. Because this wasn't here before. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast with that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Okay, well, let's talk.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that in the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you.
We're gonna tell her
But
anyway.
I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Ah, the visuals in this game are so much fun. There's Audie, just doing his job. And somehow not corrupted by the hiss. Department of Maintenance. Maintenance sector. Oh, that looks like a pickup available down there somewhere. Remember that? Because I'm pretty sure this is actual imagery of where part of the maintenance sector is. Well, that red light says hiss to me. It's like there's problems. Oh, yep. Yep, that's a big problem. That's not good. That's very not good. That seems important, whatever it is. Ooh, ability points. Alright. New mission, directorial override. Alright, looks like we've got some more talking to do before I call this episode because I want to get over all this stuff. Board countermeasures are now available from the nearest control point. Weapons, forms, and mods can now be crafted at the nearest control point. Alright. First, let's talk.
Hi, Jesse.
Okay. Doesn't look like anything new here.
So HRA stop you from becoming HISS?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I mean,
Okay, yeah, this is the same stuff as before.
I thought that too. Dr. Darling, with these?
Yeah, okay, so same exact conversations before, so nothing new there right now.
I'm sure I'll
Okay.
have more questions soon.
I'm sure there'll be stuff
Just let
later,
me
though.
know.
What is that? Nothing. Alright. Let's, Oh, wait. What?
Someone's singing. Where is it coming from?
Oh, someone's singing. Okay.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Oh, that's just Audie calling me down to the maintenance.
I heard the hiss attack the
That's
power
right.
plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor. There's no other way to create that kind of energy output, right?
Interesting conversation, so we can just hear. Alright, collectibles. Hotline. Now we got another hotline thing. Okay. Board countermeasures. We are at war, hostile takeover. The hiss is the opposing force, foreign power. We will provide countermeasures strategy, except ingest them. At control points, these countermeasures missions will benefit you. We will give resources, rewards, for each completed countermeasure. I don't think I ever did a bunch of those. Like, I did a few, but I don't think I ever did very many in my original playthrough. Alright, so fast travel. We now have 1, 2, 3 different points here, it looks like. Astral constructs. Let's take a look at that first. Weapon forms. Source required. Alright, so Shatter. I think that's a shotgun mod. Shatter is high stopping power with a scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. Alright, mods. Weapon mods, so we could just, using the undefined reading and source materials, or the house memories, we can make common mods, personal mods, upgrade. Upgrade to enable higher tier mods. That would be important, but I cannot upgrade it right now. I need a threshold remnant first. Interesting. Astral constructs again. Was there an upgrade option? Don't see one. Okay. Well, might as well make this, right? Shatter. Alright, so now we've unlocked Shatter. Trying to remember how that works. Alright, let's take a look at some of these other things. Board countermeasures. Strategic target Hiss Rangers. They know how to use your soldier's human's choice. Smart. Kill Hiss Rangers. Get a random common personal mod, random common weapon mod for killing enemies as a service weapon in charge mode. Charge into the field. It's the art commercial of war. I don't have that unlocked yet, so I can't do that. Kill Hiss guards in the executive sector using spin. That's another thing I don't think I even have unlocked yet. Kill enemies with a service weapon in surge mode. Yeah, I think spin was one of the weapon mods, modification designs. Kill enemies with the service weapon in surge mode. Use surge coil firecracker against your enemy. I think that was like a grenade launcher setup. And this one. Using charge, kill enemies in the executive sector. What will you do when he does not awake? That, I think, comes in much later. Random absolute weapon mod. Alright, so this is one I think I can actually do. I'll accept that one. Okay, it looks like I can accept multiples. So do I just... No? Okay, I can only take 3 at a time. Alright, astral constructs, weapon forms. Look at that. How do I adjust that? Okay, yeah, so now we have those in here. I'll save this one just because it has a random absolute weapon mod, which sounds really good. I just have to figure out how to get charge first. And now, yeah, we can change to shatter. Do damage against enemy armor, recoil, reload speed. Let's get reload speed. Personal ones. Energy, okay. I think we're gonna stick with grip for now. Oh, wait. Yeah, grip or shatter? Oh, choices. Let me take another look at the, that one just says kill them, doesn't matter how. Or where. Using charge and charge. May have to abandon one of those eventually. But for now, they're not a huge priority. They're just if they happen to happen type deal. Anyhow, so that works. Okay, abilities. Here we go. Higher health, energy, melee, and launch damage. Launch large objects, hold and launch up to 3 objects. This is a huge thing for later. Launch large enemies with their health is low. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. That'll be important. Health and energy, all important. Alright, let's get the launch up damage up, because that's just handy. Wait, what is this? Non-effects, reset abilities, milestone rewards. Use 2 to unlock additional weapon form slot. Oh, okay. Use that to unlock additional personal slot. So we get a lot of stuff out of this. Okay. Honestly, I want that. Additional weapon forms slot. Yay. And I don't have enough for that. Melee, energy, or health. Want. Let's get more energy, because that way I can use my ability more. Alright, that's a good starting point for our distribution, I feel. Now, Astral Constructs, not that. Let's go back to our loadout now. Okay. Okay, so now I can have both equipped at the same time. Interesting. Forget how to swap between them. Let's just run out here real quick, so I can get the gun out. F to switch weapon. Okay. Testing, testing. There's probably some enemies right here, right? They like to spawn in here. Yeah. Hi there. Okay. It doesn't matter. So they swapped. It uses the same energy no matter which one I'm on. That's important. Note. Like, if I run out of ammo on one, I can't just swap to a different form and have ammo again. I mean, the shotgun mode does work really well at close quarters, as you'd expect with that sort of thing. But boy, does this one... This is... Ow. This one does really die off at range. Like, immensely died off. Alright, I think we got our objective done for that one countermeasure. Let's go turn that in and see how that works. Shatter projectile. Cool. Alright. Any others? I think that's all of you? Nope. Any others? There we go. The music stopped, so I think we're clear. Okay. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. We are done with that. Now to see how that functions in return, because I do think that met our needs.
Incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
She's just not very good with people, I'm guessing. Board countermeasures. Alright. This one. They know how to use your soldiers' toys. Yep. Collect. Survival tactics. Yeah. Alright. Kill enemies without dying. You are needed, irreplaceable, replaceable. Agreed. Progress. Sure, I'll work on that one next. So I complete one, it gives me a new one. I don't know if it just gives me new ones over time otherwise, but alright. Nice. We can work with this. That's a fully workable situation. Load out. Did I get a better one for this? The reload speed is kind of not bad. Projectiles. Damage against enemy armor. Recoil 5. I don't need 2 of those, so deconstruct one of them. And damage against armor 38 or 31. 31 can go. I'll keep that one for now. Do I want the... I think the reload speed is still better. For what I need and want. 18... Health. Alright, I'll keep that. Energy... Don't need 2 of those. Energy 6 instead of 5. Okay. And then 22, 25. Health recovery element. Yeah, okay. There we go. Clean up my inventory a bit and get some goods. Looks like we are going to burn through resources really fast when we do use them, and when we can use them. All in all though, we have the hotline, we got a whole buttload of lore. I like how they do this, the whole thing, like, the layout is really... I enjoy it. I enjoy this design and this setup and how they handle it. And how we get our info given to us through, kind of like as if we were reading files, watching tapes, experiencing it, not just going, ah yes, you now have this knowledge suddenly input into your brain. Okay, some of it we still get something like that, but it's given in a way that fits for the design, if that makes sense. Like our communicating with our whatever over there, that's a level 4. No, we don't have that. Okay. Yeah, with our, communicating with the board, communicating with others.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Alright, so Adi is able to set up a course to the maintenance. So we'll head to maintenance next and begin our work as his assistant janitor, cleaning up the oldest house from all these hiss and other things.
Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Alright. Anyway, everyone, yeah, I need to call this a night. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying all this and the lore dumps and all that. I'm trying to figure out how best to do it. I decided I probably should read what the board says, just because, even though it kind of is weird, like, for anyone of you who can't read, who can't see as well, it probably helps to have me actually saying it. And it's not like they're using actual words anyway, it's just weird gibberish, so it shouldn't detract so much. But I do try not to talk when it's actually characters talking in a language that we can understand. And hear clearly. Like, I did read it when it was down there when their hiss were just repeating their spiel. But that's because it wasn't very clear, as far as I could tell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try and make the best, executive decisions on that to give you guys the best experience. Last scene, please help. Missing. Yeah, lots of people missing. Got it. But good night, everyone. Comments below what you guys think, thoughts, all that stuff. I love this setup. I love it. It's great. Good night, everyone. Bye.